Hello, hello, and welcome to Indian Hill High School, where the Indian Hill Braves are getting set to take on the Ross Rams. And we're here for high school baseball, believe it or not, the first game we've done in 4 years. So this is going to be an experience for all of us. I hope you enjoy watching. Ross is going to bat first today. And Matt Fuller's the pitcher right now. And he's in behind the count for ball one. At the top of the lineup, we have Boise batting for Ross Rams. Now a ball and a strike. And now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matt Fuller has been doing quite a bit of pitching for the Indian Hill Braves lately. And foul ball. That was back and over the stands here. Matt Fuller trying to get a first strikeout of the night here. And even count, 2-2. Starting for the Braves for the first game of our doubleheader here at Indian Hill High School is Sean Madden. Oh, we have a base hit to third base. No, he's out. They got him. It was ground out to third base. And that's the first out of the ball game. But the starting lineup for the Indian Hill Braves is Sean Madden, number 12, Phil Madden, number 4, Colin Bonekemper, number 7, Matt Fuller at pitcher, he's number 17, and Joe Waterman, number 10. John Budding, number 6, Tommy Zanders, number 24, and Ty Snow, number 30. And that's a strike on Denny. Strike 2 for Denny. Fuller trying to get the second out of the inning here, this pitch. And that's ball 1. So it's 1-2. And the umpire's going to call time for a second, and Denny will step out of the box, take a break. And here's the pitch, and that's a foul ground. So the count's going to remain 1-2. The Ross teams are really getting into the game. They got a lot of chance going on during the play. You can tell they really drive together as a team. And it's going to be a fly out. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. That was caught by Phil Madden at center field. And up next for the Ross Rams is Harry, number 14. Come on, Shay. Base hit here. He's a lefty, the first lefty we've seen today. Strike 1. Softball's down there. Strike 2. Trying to get the final out of the inning here, and that's going to be a foul ball into the parking lot.
Keep your hands up, Shay. Hey, you're hitching, buddy. You're hitching.
And he's looking to get the final out once again. Here's a pitch, and that is crushed out to right field. And that is called foul. A lot of the fans thought that one was gone and a home run, but it was called foul, and so he'll come back to swing again. And that one's crushed to center. And so that brings the score. That brings the score 1-0 with that home run hit by number 14, Harry, for Ross.
Come on, Chris, get a good pitch, buddy.
And next up is, thank you, number 4, Talenda for the Rams.
Line drive, Chris. Get on line, buddy.
2 outs already, 1 run scored out of a solo home run. And we got ball 1.
Be patient, Chris. Get a good pitch.
And we got an even count, 1-1.
You, buddy. Get a good pitch. Hit it where it's pitched, Cole.
And ball 2. So it's 2-1.
Hit it where it's pitched, buddy. Hit it where it's pitched.
And that's strike 2. 2-2. Batter steps out of the box.
Protect that plate.
And it's going to be a base hit. Hit into between the gap between second base and the shortstop. So we got a man on, we got 2 outs, and 1 run scored. And the next batter for the Ross Rams is number 20, Gunther. It's another right-handed batter. Fuller's going to pass over to the first base, try to keep him tight on the bag so he doesn't get too much of a lead off.
It's kind of scary after a little bit there. Start to float a little bit.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't come to us.
And that's strike 1.
No, that was in my young years. That was back in late 70s. And on water, 57 water bubble. Head up to 135 and started to cut down. Couldn't keep up with a guy on a Sportster with his girlfriend.
Strike 2. And Tommy's going to throw down to first base to try to pick off the runner. He can't do it, but they're trying to keep him close to the bag.
Little poke, Cal, little poke.
And that's strike 3. That ends the inning. But the Ross Rams have done their damage. It's 1-0 here at Indian Hill. So the Braves are going to come to bat, and their leading batting averages are Sean Madden with a .393 average, Colin Bonekemper with a .391 average, and John Budding with a .375 average. And Sean Madden has had the most at-bats out of anyone here. He's had 28 at-bats, 5 runs, 11 home runs, and 1 run batted in. And our leadoff is going to be number 12, Sean Madden. At the same time this game's going on, pretty soon at 2 o'clock, the lacrosse game down at Tomahawk Stadium is going to start, and I'll keep you posted because I can see the scoreboard from here, because that's a pretty historic game. It's Dublin Scioto versus Indian Hill, and in years past, it's been a huge rivalry just because of all the fights that have broken out during the game. But we are 0-2 against Dublin Scioto, but we're looking to change that here at 2 o'clock. Just about. I mean, I could. I don't know about that. It goes over cable. The local cable channels get it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
What's your guys' record this year?
I'm not sure. I've only come to like 4 or 5 of these games.
So you won those 4 or 5? So you're not undefeated?
No. It's not basketball. And the first pitch is going to be low for a ball. And the second pitch is also a ball. So he's behind in the count early. And that's third ball. All 3 have been low. He's trying to keep it away from Sean, but he's outdoing himself, so. Sean's looking for the hittable pitch right here. He does not want to be walked. And that's ball 4, so Sean Madden will be walked. And up next will be Phil Madden, the older brother. And he's definitely a left-handed batter. Trying to break up the line, the batting line, so that it alternates a little bit between left and right-hand batters. And he's thrown the 5th straight ball. Ball 2. And we're going to have a timeout, and they're going to have a talk with the pitcher right now. And that is number 20, Gunther. And I hear his nickname is Wild Thing. It's interesting. So he's had a nice talk. Hopefully he's got things under control, his head in the game, and he's looking for a strike right here. And that's ball 3. Once again, this is going to be a very hittable pitch. Should be. And there it is, strike 1. Just wasn't Phil's pitch, so he didn't swing. But it's 3-1. And calls time. Here's the pitch, and that's strike 2.
Nice pitch.
So we got a full count. See what Phil Madden does here. We have the pitch, And ball 4.
Man.
Good spot. Good spot. 2-0.
So the first 2 men are walked for the Braves, and
2-0.
up now is Colin Bonekemper, another left-handed batter. And once again, Colin Bonekemper has one of the highest batting averages on our team. And we got a strike 1. Collins had 7 runs, 9 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Just looking to get some more here. And that's going to be foul ball. So that's 2 strikes. With the pitch.
Yeah.
And that's high, but Collins swings at it, so he strikes out today. And next up is Joe Waterman. Joe's a right-handed batter. And that's a high ball up to center field, and that is not caught, and they miss it, and we're going to have
Cut 4.
Sean Madden's going to come in and score.
2.
And Phil Madden's going to be at second base, and Joe Waterman's going to stay at first. So Joe gets his 5th run batted in. And it's tie ball game, 1-1. At bat right now is John Budding. Budding's had 24 at bats, 6 runs, 9 home runs, and 7 RBIs. And that's high for a ball.
Where you want it?
That's low for a ball. He's trying to find somewhere in between.
This ground ball. 2-0.
And that's outside. So that's 3 balls. Once again, he's behind in the count. And that's strike 1. So it's 3-1. And that's ball 4. So that's 3 walked batters this inning. And Wild Thing and Harry are going to have a talk real quick. Just before Joel Stern comes up to bat. Joel Stern has had 22 at-bats, 2 runs, 4 home runs, and 1 RBI. And first pitch is a ball.
Come on, Gunny. Don't aim it. Just throw it in there, buddy.
Joel's just looking for a base hit here to get another run in. One and one. And there's 1 out. Colin Bonekemper, the only out of the inning. He struck out, swinging. And we got bases loaded. And it's 2-1. that's going to be foul ball. So it's 2-2. And that's high foul, right up on my head.
Look out.
After a little dodging moves, we avoid that foul, and the game goes on.
No, I can't.
And the pitch.
Yeah!
And that's strike 3. The very enthusiastic call by the umpire. And so this is Stephen Budding, a left-hander. There's 2 outs, bases loaded. Steven's up. He's had 24 at-bats, 8 runs, 8 home runs, and 4 runs batted in. First pitch is a ball. And strike 1. 1-1. And that's going to be low for a ball.
Nice work.
And that's going to be fouled off. Ooh. And that ball was foul into the parking lot and hit a car.
Is your insurance paid up?
And that's up the gut. And he's going to fumble around for it. And he will not be able to get the out. He didn't have control of the ball when he stepped on the bag, so we got another run batted in, so it's 2-1. Braves leading it now. There's 2 outs and
Got 2 down infield, make a play.
bases are loaded, and Tommy Zanders is up to bat for the Braves. He plays catcher, and he's a right-handed batter. He's had 19 at-bats, 3 runs, 4 home runs, and 2 runs batted in. And that's ball 1. And that's going to be fouled out. So it's 1-1. It's a second ball. Umpire calls time. So it's 2-1, bases are loaded, 2 outs. And Tommy hits that over to right field. And no, that's going to be dropped. So we're going to get 2 runs in. And we got runners at first and third, and Ty Snow comes up to the plate. Ty Snow has had 14 at-bats. He's had 2 runs, 2 home runs, and 0 runs batted in. He has a chance here with 2 outs and runners at first and third. That's a swinging strike. One and one. And strike 2. It's 1 and 2. On this baseball team, we've had quite a few basketball players that have come over to play baseball. We've had Ty Snow, who had a great career this season. It's a high ball. We've had Michael Scherpenberg, who's had an excellent basketball season, come over, and he's a pitcher. We've had Stephen Budding, Phil Madden also, and quite a few JV players as well. It's another high ball, same place. It's 3 and 2, full count. And Ty gets strikeout, and that's going to end the inning. But the Braves have done their damage. They score 4 runs. The score remains 4-1 Braves. And the Ross Rams are going to come to the plate.
High school? Is the
Yes.
old one next to it?
Yes.
I've been to the old high school.
It should be opening up soon. Their game starts at 2.
The ranger station is right down there on the other side of the road, isn't it?
It's down. It's on this side, just down the street a little bit. So Matt Fuller stretching out to get ready for the second inning. Tommy Sanders is going to walk out. And we're going to be just about ready to be underway here once again. First pitch is a strike. And at bat for the Rams is number 7, Ratliff. And he's going to foul one off. Foul one off in left field. So it's 0-2.
Got 2 on you now, Mike. Be smart, buddy. Be smart. You're all right.
And that's ball 1, so it's 1-2. 2-2.
Way to even it.
Fuller just lost it a little bit there with that pitch. And that's a base hit.
He's there. He's there. Yeah.
It's a base hit to left field. And our next runner up for the Ross Rams is Sizemore. It's going to be strike one. And he's showing bunt. He's not going to. The runner goes. And the throw is a little off, and he's going to be safe at second. So a successfully stolen base. And that's fouled off to right, up the right line. And that's going to be a base hit. That's going to be an error. It's going to be an error on John Budding. He threw the ball out of play when he tried to get the runner at first, and that's going to be a run in. So it's 4-2 Braves right now.
Rallies, what do you want? Rallies, what do you want? Kurt, are you with Dad Chip? Just give me a Coke and a medium.
So the Rams have come out for revenge in this inning with one run in already. Runner at second base. And that's going to be bunted out of play. Strike one. And that's going to be a successful bunt. And they get him out.
Good job.
But the runner gets to third. So there's one out runner at third, and up to bat is what's his name?
Lorman.
And
What's his nickname?
what's his name?
Louis Lula.
At bat is number 13, Louis.
Good eye, Chris. This work? Yeah, I'll get back to this. Give me a nickname, I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Live on Indian Hill TV.
First sets up for the pitch, and that's a bunt, and he's going to fly out. And that's going to be a double play.
Interesting how
Play defense,
Matt Fuller
bro.
decides to stomp on third base
Yeah, that definitely
Rather
wasn't the
than,
most sportsman thing to do, but
rather than just step on the base. This Peter Carr just got back from a track meet, and
how'd your throwing go, Peter?
it was interesting today.
Interesting.
He's a pretty big kid from McNick. Threw about 46. He was the top thrower in the bunch. And I skipped down on the discus so I could come and announce some baseball.
Thank you, Peter. Just to just to fill you in, Peter, it's 4-2 right now. The Braves scored 4 runs in the first inning, they had bases loaded for a long time, and they were able to capitalize with a couple of runs batted in by I think Stephen Budding. Yeah, Stephen Budding had a couple. Sean Madden scored. Phil Madden scored. I think John Budding scored. A lot of people scored, and then Ross Rams scored 1 run, a solo homer in the first, and now they got a run batted in off of an error by John Budding when he overthrew first base. So that's where we are right now, and the Braves are coming right up to bat once again. And we've made it completely through the order. Ty Snow was the last out, so we're going to start out with Sean Madden once again, who has the highest batting average on the team.
In fact, his average is .393 for the year, so
That's right.
just a little bit below 400, and you got to wonder if he can't bat over 400 this year for the Braves.
That's definitely something he's going to strive for throughout the season.
So the first pitch is a strike on the outside corner of the plate.
Oh,
Sean Madden's going to make contact. It's going for center field, and it's caught by the center fielder.
Chris Lorman. So Wild Thing is definitely not getting into as much trouble as he was last inning. He walked the first 3 batters last inning, and that's really what got the Braves' drive and what allowed them to score so many runs. But he got an easy fly out to start out the inning.
So here's the older brother of Sean Madden, Phil Madden, now up to the plate. And that first pitch is also going to be a strike. So hopefully he'll pick one out that he likes, if you will, and make solid contact.
And there it is. He's going to get ground out. And so 2 up, 2 up and 2 down so far.
You look at this field, the ball really seems to die in the grass.
Yeah, it does.
That was a great angle that the shortstop took there in order to
Yeah, that was a good play.
get the out.
And up to bat is Colin Bonekemper. He is the 2nd highest batting average on the team. He struck out in the first inning swinging, and
That's a shot to
yeah.
right field. It's going to go over the right fielder's head, and he puts up his hand, singling a ground roll double. So
Yeah,
the first hit of this inning is a double for Colin Bonekemper.
definitely. And he probably would have had a triple, but the ball went underneath the flimsy fence that we've put up. So he only gets to take 1 base after that. So
Triple might have been pushing it there.
I don't know. He's pretty far to second already, even they didn't touch the ball. So
Colin does have pretty good speed.
Yeah, he
but,
does.
That's questionable.
Joe Wardman swings and a strike.
So he goes after the first pitch, you know.
Yeah.
And he's going to take a good rip at it. So he takes the curveball for a ball, so the count is now 1-1.
And Joe's going to ground, and he's going to be out. So Wild Thing definitely has a successful inning for the Ross Rams, but
4 batters up, and only 1 with a hit there. Colin Bonekemper did have the double.
yeah.
But definitely some quality play, getting the ground balls there. That went straight to the shortstop, who made some good plays.
And I guess that feels good for Colin, knowing that, you know, the first inning he struck out swinging, and this time he makes some contact and gets a good hit out to right field. And so that just must bring up his confidence level during this game, knowing that he made contact and he can hit against this pitcher.
So I see Joe Wardeman is the designated hitter today. Surprising, I thought he was behind the plate. As I said, I just arrived, but
I think he's going to be behind the plate the next game.
he's the designated hitter here for Matt Fuller. But Tommy Sanders is behind the plate, and that's a pretty throw there down to second base as they prepare to get this inning underway.
They didn't have any.
Isn't their catcher really good? I heard the catcher was like going pro.
Is your catcher really good?
What, like fifth in the country?
Different country. We'll mention that.
Yeah, I heard he's going pro. Guys. That's what our catcher was telling me the other day in class.
Is he going to college or is he just going?
Got another year of high school yet.
Oh, wow.
Only a junior.
Wait till,
He's a switch hitter, right? Hit home runs from both sides of the plate.
He hit 3 against New Richmond. One this way, one that way, and then another one that way.
That's what.
wait till they're back.
Yeah, he's ball player all the way.
So up at bat for Ross is number 5. Bossy? Yeah. And that's going to be a high ball from Matt Fuller. So it's 3-1. He's got to throw a strike here. And that's fouled off.
Almost.
And it hits their dugout.
Almost takes out one of the players.
Yeah. that was
You get a little bit scared there.
definitely.
But batter's going to step back in. It's a full count. And definitely pitcher has the advantage here. See who delivers, but that's a ball. And number 5 is going to trot on down to first base.
Come on, John.
So this is kind of what we saw out of Wild Thing last inning. And they're going to, once again, try to keep the runner close at first base. They've been doing that a lot. Once they get runners on, they've been throwing it to first a lot, just trying to keep them tight on the bag to cut down on their lead.
Yeah, he does have a substantial lead, and it looks like,
And
I mean, that's good when you got a catcher that's not afraid. Tommy Sanders is not afraid to throw it back down there to first base.
And Denny showed a bunt there, but he pulled it away.
Go here, John.
So they're looking to advance this runner into scoring position. But I think he's going to get the sign to swing away here.
And that's going to be another ball.
Runner's really taking a big secondary lead there down at first base.
Yeah.
So
That's why Matt keeps trying to throw it there to try to keep him tight on that bag and cut down on that lead, but you can only do so much.
you got to wonder if Tommy's not going to be getting up in there. He's going right now.
And that's going to be foul.
It's a foul ball. That's a good hustle by the right
Yeah, it
fielder.
is. That's the second foul ball we've seen deep in left field on the line.
Actually, that would be right field.
Or right field, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
That was Ty Snow there chasing down the ball for the Braves.
Sorry, Peter. I missed that week in kindergarten.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. Sometimes you mix up the R and the L.
Yeah. So Denny's still at bat.
So the runner's going yet again.
And he's going to foul it, and this should be caught. And he's got it.
So Joel Stern comes up with the catch for the Braves, and that's the first out of the inning with one on. And
I was holding my breath there for a second. The way he was running at that was a little awkward. He kind of circled around before he finally got his glove on it.
so Harry is now up for the Ross Rams. Big left-handed batter here. Interesting, he has a very, very open stance.
Yeah.
Helps to see the ball in, but He'll close it up as soon as he goes to hit the ball with that step.
And that's going to be ball 1. And that's going to be a foul ball into the parking lot. But this time it does not hit a car, so that's good.
Definitely a highlight, you know. That's one of the sad things about parking too close.
Yeah.
With baseball,
Yeah,
especially
Peter,
in high school.
when you weren't here, there was a foul ball into left field, like way left. It hit the parking lot, bounced, and then hit some guy's windshield. Oh, and he crushed this ball into center field.
And center fielder's having trouble with the sun, but is able to block it out and comes away with the catch.
Yeah.
So
2 out so far.
that was Phil Madden there with the catch for the
Yeah.
Braves.
Come on, Chris. Move him around.
And up now is number 4, Chris Talenda.
And runner's going. He's taking off. He got a substantial lead there.
And that's the second time that they've had a stolen base in the game. And Tommy, when he tends to throw that ball to second base, it goes off to the left a little bit, and that's making Steven have to step off the bag to catch it, which is why they didn't get the first runner. But I think this one beat the ball to the bag.
That was just a great jump. He really timed
Yeah.
the pitcher up well. Got a huge lead. Now he goes back after Matt Fuller's going to throw it back. But the throw appears to be a little off. It's
Yeah.
kind of tough to see with the umpire and
It is.
the catcher right here. But. So, so that's an inside pitch
yeah.
right at his hands, but he gets
And that's
a holder
3
that goes
outs.
straight to
Yeah, I'm-
left fielder,
I'm very surprised he
Sean
swung at that.
Madden.
'Cause that was right at his hands.
That
I
was
thought
an inside
ball.
fastball. Still got a decent piece of it, but as we said, went straight to the left fielder there. And he comes away with the catch.
And so the Braves are going to come to the plate.
So the one thing you got to be impressed with is this Ross Rams catcher, as you'll see warming up here. As soon as he hits the field, he must have been one of the batters up in the last inning because probably putting his equipment back on. But ranked one of the top catchers in the country, and pretty good switch hitter as well. Can hit home runs from both sides of the plate. So
It's
maybe
very
see
impressive for a
we'll
high
see
school
a little
student.
bit of that.
And he is a junior in high school, so he's still got 1 more year left.
Yeah, so the scouts will be coming out looking at him.
And we hear from the stands, Peter, that South Carolina is looking at him as a real prospect. They're really into this guy. So
You know, as a sophomore, in fact, he played with Zummy Zanders on his select team last year. And as Tommy tells me, probably the best catcher that's ever caught for Zummy.
Yeah.
And just definitely a quality player. Played on an older team last year as a sophomore. And you look at him, he's quality behind the plate, and he's a great hitter. So got a lot going for him.
yeah, definitely.
So the score still is 4-2. Indian Hill leads it. In what inning is this, Andrew?
Third inning.
No, so it's only the bottom of the third inning here, but the game is young, if you will. I didn't really know when I arrived.
And this is John Budding, left-handed batter, up for the Braves.
You know that the crazy thing was the other day when Indian Hill was playing Finneytown, and little John Budding stepped up to the plate and had a home run right over the left field wall out there.
Oh yeah.
Seemed to be a pop-up, but it just kept going. The wind took it out, and thought it might be catchable by the left fielder, but it wasn't, and he ended up with a home run.
Maybe we'll see that here, and that's a little foul ball into the catcher. He wasn't able to hold on to it though. John Budding has a batting average of 375. So we'll see a little bit of that here. That's
That's trouble. But third baseman is
Yeah.
going to track that one down, and he comes up with the catch.
Yeah.
That was a great catch. Hey, you guys, that was a great catch.
Somebody thought they could outplay ball, right? Okay.
So there's one out, and here's the pitch, and that's ball.
So Joel Stern is up now for the Braves.
And
And that ball
Joel-
is outside low.
Joel had a
away.
base hit earlier that was thought to be catchable, but that was up the right field in the outfield, and the player just couldn't get his glove on it. Like, it hit his glove, and he couldn't catch it. So that allowed 2 runs batted in, and he was able to stay on base.
As a hitter, definitely have the advantage here, looking to pick out the right pitch. Yeah, that's a low strike.
Yeah.
So he's going to pick one out now, hopefully. Finds the
And
pitcher
there's-
legs
yeah.
right down to the third baseman, who makes that play just look routine, as the first baseman's going to stretch out
Yeah.
and get the out for the Indian Hill first baseman, Joel Stern.
And up now is Stephen Budig. Budding also had a hit in the second inning.
So interestingly enough, you thought Stephen Budig might move to shortstop this year after the loss of Brandon Hammer last year, but moved to second base, and little brother beat him out at shortstop.
Yeah.
It's a little interesting, but it's nice. You have 2 groups of brothers on the team, a senior and sophomore duo.
Yeah.
In the outfield, you got the Maddens. You got Sean in left and Phil in center, and up the middle, you got the core group of Stephen Budig and John Budig. So
And both are very solid hitters.
yeah,
Both.
definitely interesting to watch.
Even Phil and Sean are very solid hitters also.
Yes, they are.
I guess it just runs in the family, and here's a solid hit from Steven, but that's going to be caught to end the inning.
So as the Braves take the field here in the top of the 4th, the score is currently 4-2. Indian Hill is still in the lead.
Come on,
And you
Rams.
got to wonder how long it's going to be before the Rams come back here.
Yeah, before they strike again. I just can't say. I mean, maybe later on, once Matt Fuller gets a little tired and stuff, both the pitchers are going to have some wear and tear on them as the game goes on, and that's usually when you see the hits come in.
You definitely look at this Indian Hill team. Their biggest disadvantage has been their relief pitching so far this year. Starting pitching usually has a good exhibition, but
Yeah.
relief has really been hurting. Although Joe Warneman, the catcher, popped up and pitched the other day against Harmony and threw a 1-hitter. And also Tommy Zanders pitched the other day, to my understanding, against Mason and for about 3 innings. And he had 2 shutout innings, but he let up 2 runs in the first inning he pitched. But had 3 Ks, so that's
Yeah.
not too bad for the catchers, who turn into pitchers sometimes. So I heard that Owen Willis is on the bench here today, so he might be pitching in one of these games.
Yeah.
Been pitching real well on JV. That's what Matt was giving me a little insight last night. So we'll see if he doesn't get the opportunity here to pitch sometime today. It is only
Maybe
the top
in
of
this
the 4th.
game or the next game.
But
you never
yeah.
know.
So at the start of the 4th inning, we're gonna foul the first pitch off.
Like the belly of the catfish.
Wild Thing is going to foul. Is going to foul the first pitch off. As Fuller sets up from the full windup. Second pitch way inside, almost in his hands. That's going to be 1-1, the count. And there's a strike. 1-2 is now the count for Wild Thing. And you got to wonder if the curveball's not coming here for the Braves. And cuts away a little bit. So the count is now 2-2. As Wild Thing gets a pitch in his eyes and looks that one away, looks that one back into the catcher's glove. So now it's a full count here, and he's going to swing at the outside pitch, and the Braves will throw it around here as they get the first out of the top of the 4th inning here.
72. 72.
So Ratliff now up for the Rams, and Fowler has seemed to have some problems with control. Lost a hold of that one. It seemed to go over the batter's head a little bit. There's a he regains his control and delivers a nice pitch right down the middle of the pipe. That's inside, another inside pitch.
Stay fair. Fair ball.
That's a fair ball. It's off the fence, and it looks like he's going to be standing up there for the double. So Ratliff with the double for the Ross Rams, and that is the first hit of this 4th inning.
Turn on it, Mike.
So Sizemore up, and he fouls the first one off. Counts 0-1. So they get the ball back. The umpire's going to check it to see if there's any huge scuffs on it, see if they want to replace the ball, but he elects not to, and Xanders will throw it back to the pitcher. So Sizemore in the box now. Fuller winds up and delivers. Sizemore delivers with the base knock, and the Sean Madden has trouble handling that one. Sizemore ends up with a single, but he's going to bring in the run as Ratliff is going to score.
Yeah, it seemed like he just slipped on the turf out there right when he went to pick up the ball. And so that's why he had so much trouble getting it in.
So that's going to cut the lead now.
So 1 run.
Like we said, Ross has some power in their lineup, and they're going to battle through this. So it's going to make for a pretty good game this afternoon. It is a great afternoon out. I'd probably say it's about 70 degrees, sunny, and not too much wind today, though.
Dude, I'm feeling it's 71. Okay.
You think it's 71?
I think it's 71.
I mean, should we go to the Weather Channel on this one?
I mean, we could.
So there's a pinch runner now entering the game for the Ross Rams. They send in number 1 for Sizemore.
I mean, they just wanted some more speed for that.
So Smith now in the game. Pinch runner, look for the stolen base here. To tell you the truth, looks like he has some speed, and let's see if the blazing speed that they substituted in will pay off. So Tommy's already up in his stance a little bit, cocked, ready to throw out the runner.
Hey, smart play there, 2-4, smart play.
Makes him throw the pitch, but gets the time. And that was a Good play there by the batter.
Yeah, it was.
Bischoff is now up. Bischoff makes contact with that one. Grounder to third base. Looks like they could turn two. Oh, but the catch is not made by the first baseman, Joel Stern. And that's going to be a fielder's choice.
Well, they got the speedster out, and there's 2 outs now. It's definitely better to have the.
That was definitely a good play, but
yeah.
it looked like they had the double play. The catch just wasn't made by the first baseman.
Right.
But, I mean, that was a great look by Colin Bonekemper, third baseman, to go for the double play in that situation.
And
like
that's
he's gonna lay down the
strike
bunt.
1.
But he doesn't.
Yeah,
Pulls it
and
back. Interesting call to lay down a bunt in that situation with 2 outs.
yeah, definitely, because you're like the odds of you getting a bunt and then getting to first base. I mean, it's just not in your favor. You usually do that to sacrifice to move the runner into scoring position.
So Matt Fuller's going to step off the mound and throw over to first base just to try to keep that runner.
Nice and tight on that bag.
Yeah.
And batting for Ross right now is number 13, Lurman. And he is going to bunt.
He's
And
going
that's
to
a
lay
nice
that bunt
bunt.
down, and that could almost be a hit.
Oh.
No, but the umpire is going to
Call
make
him
a
out.
good call and call him out. It's tough to get bunts for hits. But
It is very
but
tough to get
sometimes
bunts for it.
it's
But
possible.
that was a very good bunt. That was a very good try. Like, if that was anywhere else, he would have been much more out, if you will.
Yeah, that was definitely a great placement of the bunt.
Yes. And so the
And
Braves,
so Ross does come back, and they score 1 run in that inning.
they've been pretty consistent
And they
with
had
the
quite a
runs.
few hits, so they're still in this, and it's only the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah.
So we still have 3.5 innings to play. So apparently, pitcher's throwing about 70 miles per hour here.
We got our guy
as the fans in the stand.
Your guy's at 74.
So he's throwing 79 is his fastest pitch today, and Matt Fuller's throwing about 74. If you fans were quite interested in that.
Yeah. And Tommy Zanders is going to be the first to bat for the Braves. They're going to have a little meeting at the mound.
Look at Tommy Sanders, just looks like a baseball player.
Oh, he definitely does.
You know, if he had the grit stash going, I could definitely see it. You know, a little bit of seeds in his mouth. You know, that's just the baseball mentality.
A bacon cheeseburger and a buffalo. I'm just kidding. I'll just take a drink.
But we'll see how Tommy does here as he steps up into the box, digs his back foot in a little bit. And he's gonna get comfortable. Tommy has a closed stance, as you can see.
And that's ball 1.
Low pitch at Tommy's feet almost. And
And that's going to be a high ball. Just trying to find the in-between.
Tommy cannot lay off the high heat there as he swings at one by his eyes, looking for maybe the tomahawk home run, if you will. I'm not quite sure what he's going for there.
He liked the pitch, so he's going to swing at it, and that's what you got to do as a hitter. Just wait for your pitch. So it's 2-2.
He lays off that one, and that just hit the outside corner. So Tommy's going to have to protect here for the Braves. And he swings at the outside pitch.
Yeah. I think once he started swinging, he knew he shouldn't have.
That's the first out and a strikeout. So pitcher's going to rack up another K there.
And here's Ty Snow up to the plate for the Braves. He makes contact with the first pitch,
Solid
And,
contact, but it looks like it's
yeah.
going to be a routine fly ball to the outfielder, and the center fielder comes up with that one.
And we're up to the top of the order with Sean Madden.
Catch by Lucherman.
Sean's looking for the
Sean the
hit here.
Madman Madden is now up for the Braves. And he's going to take that one just a little bit below the knees as ball one.
And
Takes the next one as a ball, so
it's the same spot.
he definitely has a good eye around the plate, and he's a picky
Focus on the
hitter.
game.
That's why he's a great leadoff hitter. But he's gonna swing at that one. That looked like a
Yeah.
better pitch, and he takes a rip at it, but it's a miss.
For 4 more days.
And
Maybe 14 more.
that's gonna be 2 balls and 1 strike.
And it's
So,
3-1.
So definitely the hitter's count here with
Definitely.
3-1, and he's gonna pick out the pitch here, and if he likes it, he's gonna take a rip at it.
And there it is. And
He does.
that's
That one
out.
looks like it's gonna fall, and
Yep.
it's gonna fall in there for a single. Interesting there that he elected to round the first base bag.
Just in case they make a mistake in the outfield and he gets the chance, but
I mean, it was shallow right. It was,
Yeah.
it was just an interesting play there.
nonetheless, he's on.
You sound like a lot like Marty and Joe.
If only we were as good as Marty and Joe. Yeah.
Break your concentration.
So Phil Madden now steps in as younger brother is on first base, hoping to maybe push his brother around, and let's see if Sean Madden doesn't try to steal a base here.
And he makes contact.
It's a chopper, but it's going to go
That's
foul.
not foul. So it's definitely a pitcher's count right here with 2 strikes and no balls.
And Phil Madden decided early that he's going to continue his baseball career on into college. Not quite sure where he's playing. Maybe I can get
Yeah.
that update for you in the second game. I know it's a relatively smaller school, but I'm just not quite sure the name.
Right.
Having a loss for words here.
And it's check swing.
So, you know, it's got to be nice that your little brothers, hits before you.
Oh, yeah.
You got that little rivalry, like, hey, I got a hit and you didn't, and that's the way it's going to be this inning as Phil Madden strikes out.
To end the
And-
inning, but
And
I think
the Ross pitcher racks up another K.
they do the order that way is try to break up the right and left-handers. Try to, like, throw off the pitcher a little bit.
That definitely is nice, Matt Fuller's going to take the mound again here in the top of the 5th for the Indian Hill Braves.
Most of it.
It looks pretty much like the same lineups hitting the field.
Yep.
So, the umpire is cracking jokes with Tommy,
5 and 5.
and that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
5 and 5.
You got a friendly umpire. And
He's just having fun.
camaraderie with
He knows he still has to do this all over
Yeah,
again in
catcher.
about an hour. So
He hit 80 twice, 79 usually.
So Phil Madden definitely sporting some sweet shades here tonight.
oh yeah.
Actually, this afternoon. By judging the flag movement over there in the football stadium, I would say the wind is about 3 miles per hour.
That's north.
That's what I go with.
Hey, Joe?
You think that's northeast?
These
Yeah.
guys are trying to take your job. They're doing a fine job announcing. like you, Joe. Do anything to be around the game.
Well, you need to be doing something.
If he's a player, he's got to have a helmet on. That's what's got to have the same.
The helmet. Get that crack when you keep it on.
Use that crack, you Luke.
Don't waste a good helmet, Luke. Yeah, don't waste a good helmet.
Down the concession stand. They're shopping.
I think they're doing a pretty good job the way it is. I'll tell you a secret, they're just talking their job.
And so we're just about ready to get back on our way.
He's the jugs man.
Matt Fuller's going to be remaining pitching for the Braves. And we just have to wonder how much longer he can go.
Come on,
How much longer both pitchers can go, because we're still in the first string pitchers. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be ball one on Bossy.
Get in here, boss man.
And he gets a foul ball. So it's a 1-1 count.
Ball two now, don't help.
And that's the first hit batter of the night. So Bossy's going to take his base. He got hit in the arm with Matt's pitch.
Let's go.
Come on, 9.
Come on, 9.
He flinched a little bit.
And that's strike one on number 9, Denny. And Tommy's going to keep threatening with the throw down to first to try to tighten up the runner. Keep him close to that bag. And he's going. And once again, he's safe. That's the third stolen base by Ross tonight.
Wasted here. Move him over.
Come on, John.
And that's ball one. Or no. Ball two. The count's now 2-2. And ball three. So we got a full count. And that's a foul ball. Back into Tommy Zanders, but he can't hold on to it.
Come on, 9. Good two-strike hitter here, buddy.
Come on, stay in there, work now.
So it's still full count. And that's going to be foul also.
Good ball, JD. Where you hit the ball. Nose in there.
Good at bat, John. Good at bat. Get it here. Find a hole, John. Find a hole.
And Matt's trying to get the out here. And it's the same pitch and same hit down the third base line. And they got him. That was fielded by Colin Bonekemper, and they get the out at first.
Come on, Jay.
Okay, stay on line, buddy. Stay on line.
Keep them shoulders level.
And this is Ross's catcher and switch hitter. number 14, Harry.
Good eye. Hey, be selective, buddy. Be selective up there.
And we got a timeout. We're going to go and talk to Matt Fuller. Coach is on the field, trying to see if it's time for him to go out or not.
Black shirt's a little warm, ain't it?
Come on, 14. Get a good pitch here.
And here's the pitch.
Oh,
And that's
man.
crushed.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
And that's a home run by number 14, Harry.
That was, but it takes it like
2-run homer. And that allows Ross to take the lead. It's now 5-4.
That's the way to be patient.
Ross is leading.
Four.
Thank you.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Same way, Chris. Get a good pitch, buddy. Don't help him.
And so that's what he's been accomplishing all season long, hitting homers from both sides of the plate. And that's why he's in the top 100 prospects in the nation for colleges.
Don't help him, buddy. Get a
He's
good
ranked
pitch.
number 5 in the nation for catching, and he's a very good batter as well. You saw that there. And strike one for Fuller. And at bat for the Ross Rams is number 4, Talinda. And there's a ground hit, and that takes a hop over John Budding's head.
Come on, let's hit a wow.
And that's going to be a base hit.
That home run was interesting there, Andrew.
Yes, it
That
was. He
that
really
a-
crushed that
That was
ball.
a shot, if you will, and
Yeah.
brought in 2 runs. So now Ross is up, which I'm sure you have said.
Definitely.
A decent crowd over there. Yeah,
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna converse with them a little bit. You know.
Come on, Gunny.
And now we have the
Get on line, Gunny.
pitcher Gunther, or Wild Thing, if you will. And that's a high ball. Once again, Tommy always catches the ball and he's looking to first, trying to keep that runner there. I wouldn't be surprised if Fuller throws over right now. Try to keep him close on that bag. And
There's
there's
a
a
pop
foul
up,
ball.
and it's coming straight for us.
And Tommy's got it.
Actually, it's gonna stay in there.
Yeah, I thought that was going to come over for a second, but Tommy gets his hand on it. And
Yeah,
we got an out.
You got to capitalize on those easy outs.
Oh,
and-
definitely.
And Tommy Sanders just pops up, throws the mask off, and finds the ball and comes up with it.
Come on, Mike. Let's hit a wow, Mike.
That's strike one for Matt Fuller. And at bat for Ross is number 7, Ratliff. Ross is trying to capitalize on the opportunity. They've taken the lead and they're trying to get this runner in scoring position.
Got a big shift on. Make them pay for the shift.
So the runner's going. Tommy guns it down there. It looks like they got him.
And finally, after the 4th try, we're able to pick the man off at second as he tries to steal the base. They've had 3 stolen bases.
So yeah, that was a great
And that's
throw
their
out
4th
there
attempt.
by
Yeah, it was.
Tommy. Throwing the runner out. Tommy just popped up and
Play the
throw
glove
was
now,
there,
boys.
and
Play the glove.
bam. Got the runner trying to steal.
Yeah.
So Tom Sanders there gets the great move. Although the catcher, as we saw, has some power, and brings in 2 runs that inning. So at the top of the 6th now, the score is 5-4, as the Braves are now down by 1. Actually, it's the top of the 5th. Correction. I don't know why I thought it was the 6th inning. I'm just getting optimistic or something. It's quite warm out here in the sun, and I think it has some effect on the body. So we have quite a showing here at Indian Hill. We have a doubleheader, and right down the hill from the doubleheader there is a lacrosse game against Dublin Sciota, which is quite a competitor for Indian Hill. And the last time they played at Indian Hill, there was a fight that broke out, and you got to wonder how that game's going to come down today. They play around 2 o'clock, and maybe we can give you an update throughout the second game of this doubleheader.
Yeah, because at the girls lacrosse game that we did last night, Peter, we're talking to some of the guys, and they seem pretty feisty against Dublin. You know, maybe out to get them a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's a little hostility there between those two teams. And
I think so.
I mean,
I think that's probably why we didn't play them last year.
Definitely quality teams. One from Columbus, and the teams up north are usually a little bit better.
Yeah, I know.
Than the teams from Cincinnati. And Andrew, my partner here, flinches. Doesn't realize there's a fence in front of us.
So I forgot.
Protect you from a foul ball. So
Another
Colin
ball.
Bonekemper is going to take that one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And so he's hoping he can crush one over to the right center field like he did yesterday. And there it goes.
And
that's
a shot.
that's
it's
out
going,
of
it's
there.
going, it's gone.
And
Colin
that's
Bonekemper with the home run. He's going to tie it up here in the the bottom of the 5th inning.
And just as I'm talking about how he crushed the first one to right center, there it goes again.
So you already had 1 home run today? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he hit one and it was just short of the home run, and he got that double out of
I'm
it.
pretty sure Colin's leading the team in home runs with
Yeah.
3 or 4. I got to check that stat. I don't know if it's current or up to date on the website, but yeah, I guess that would be his 3rd of the year or his 4th of the year. Not quite sure if the website is completely up to date, but we're going to say it's his 3rd of the year. So Colin, a pretty big power hitter, although he doesn't look like the biggest man. Definitely got a good stroke at the ball.
Yeah, he does. So batting for the Braves right now is Joe Wardeman.
Wardeman, who will most likely be catching the second game for the Braves, is also going to get a hold, but he's just going to pop it up. The second baseman calls
and
off
they
the
drop
first
it.
baseman, and
And they drop it.
a little
Wow.
bit of confusion there. Second baseman thought he had a better angle, and then in the end was like, "Oh no, you got it."
And you heard Joe, like he definitely thought he was out. Once he hit that, he, yelled because he knew he just popped that up in the infield. But he capitalizes off of the error of Ross, and he's safe at first. And now we got John Budding up for the Indian Hill Braves batting. He's a very solid hitter.
So little Buddig is in, and first pitch way inside,
wow.
and he's gonna pull back from that one. Pitcher's trying to back him off the plate a little bit, but I don't think you're gonna intimidate little Buddig. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, he's got a tough brother to beat up on him, so that's where he gets
You
it
can definitely
from.
tell Joe's not gonna steal. His first instinct was to step back, even when the pitcher just glanced at him.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going back to the bag. He's not looking for the steal, although he's taking a pretty good lead.
Yeah.
Making the pitcher worry about him, which
You definitely.
I like to see. I like to see aggressive ball players like that.
But he knows he doesn't want to make a mistake and get the out at first. So, especially once he got that.
So Buddy's going to lay down a bunt, a great bunt indeed.
Oh.
And he's going to advance the runner
Yeah.
to second base. So now the Braves have a runner in scoring position as Joel Stern steps up to the plate for Indian Hill. So as the coach Joel's going to glance down the third baseline and look at Coach Billy Gray, who is the head coach of the Indian Hill Braves, and he's going to get a couple words of encouragement before he steps into the box here.
And first pitch is a ball.
It's a high pitch at Stern's eyes, and he's going to take that one for a ball. This game is tied up now, and hopefully Joel Stern can drive in a run here to put the Braves ahead in the bottom of the fifth. Makes contact with that one going straight for the second baseman, and it's going to take an interesting hop, but the second baseman makes a good play as the runner advances to third base.
And Stephen Budding is now up for the Braves. He's going to try to drive in the run with a base hit.
So you look at Ross's infield, really got a lot of solid players that
they do.
make routine plays. So it's tough to get a hit through this infield. So Stephen Budding now up for the Braves.
That's
another lefty.
It's a low strike.
It is interesting how they switch off right and left.
Yeah.
It provides for a pretty good lineup. As the Indian Hill bench really getting behind. Stephen Budding hoping to take the lead here. He's going to ground it straight to the first baseman. He's going to take the easy trot over to first base and step on the bag. And after 5, the score is Braves 5, Rams 5.
Do what?
We have commercial breaks.
We need a commercial break right here for a baseball game. Like,
I know.
Maybe it's been the fifth inning. The fifth inning is usually. Hey, would you give me a shot of the freaking audience? Tiger. Yeah. Would you actually operate your camera?
Is he not even operating?
No, he was standing next to it for like a couple minutes.
Right over here.
Phil, put this in that. Hey, don't go sunburn on me. It's gonna play more. Did you hear that? Yo, seriously, give me a shot of the audience, like in between one of the innings. Yeah, that one. You're awesome.
So for the first time this year, Colin Bonekemper is warming up on the mound for Indian Hill. And saw him pitch a little bit last year, and interesting move bringing him in only in the 6th inning. But so we got to wonder how Colin Bonekemper is going to do in his first outing this year. There was
Right at 67, 270. Okay.
So he's throwing right about 67 to 70 miles per hour. His fastest so far was racked up about 72 miles per hour. So pretty neat that we have someone with a gun in the audience here today, and we're able to figure out how fast our pitchers are throwing. Nice little additional information that we have here at Indian Hill on this fine Saturday afternoon in Cincinnati.
Ours?
No.
Yours? 74 to 73, right around in there.
Thank you.
So Tommy's going to go out and give a little talk to Colin, and try to give him a stern face and convince him to get ready to throw, if you will.
And that's ball.
So Ratliff takes the first pitch, ball 1, in the top of the 6th inning. Takes the second pitch, ball 1, and Colin Bonekemper is yet to throw a strike on the year.
He may settle down, though. We saw the Ross pitcher. He walked the first 3. Wow.
So that looked like another ball, but Ratliff becomes a little bit impatient and is going to take a rip at it.
And that goes into the Braves dugout and bounces around, scares a couple guys.
That takes the count now to 2-1. And you look at the umpire, he got a good arm throwing back to the pitcher there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Almost hit the umpire in the back of the head.
that's ball 3 there. Bounce takes a weird hop off the fence.
Yeah, it does.
Ratliff really got the hitter's count here, if you will, 3-1. And just waiting for his pitch.
You already had yours.
He's going to take a rip at that one, and it's going to get past him. So the count is now full as Ratliff takes a step out of the box and now comes to settle back into it.
I get on top of that.
It's, again, a full count as Ratliff fouls that one off.
Come on, Mike.
And so
As ball 4 is racked up, Ratliff's going to get the easy walk, and Collins' first batter of the year is a walk. Hopefully he can calm down a little bit. As big old number 22, Sizemore, who is quite a large man, by the way, steps into the batter's box. Runner's
Yeah, the
going.
runner's
and,
going. Yeah.
Definitely was gonna be safe there no matter what. He was over 3/4 of the way
Yeah,
to the
before-
bag before
before
Tommy
it was
even
thrown.
touched the ball. So doesn't really matter how fast you are when you got that big of a jump.
Yeah.
That was just a smart baseball play by the runner there. Sizemore shows bunt. He does. He lays one right down the first base line, and
He tagged him. What?
Colin Bonenkemper, instead of taking the base, barely gets the tag on there on Sizemore, and so he's called out.
And so we have a runner at third base now with that bunt.
So Bischoff now stepping in with his open stance, getting ready. Looks like he's real ready. I think he's going to swing at this first pitch here, Andrew. And he takes it. He shakes his head. He likes it. He knows that was a good pitch. Probably one of the better pitches he's going to see at this at bat, but you know, he's gonna take it and hope for another one like that.
Yeah.
He's going to take that one. That one's a rip. That's a shot going to left field, and that one is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Bischoff with the huge home run takes the first pitch, interestingly enough, right down the middle, and the second one, he's just going to crank it out of here. And that extends Ross's lead to 7-5
Yeah.
with that two-run shot. There's only one out here in the sixth inning. So Colin Bonenkemper is having a little bit of trouble here in his debut. As we said, the Braves have struggled with relief pitching so far this year, and who knows who they're going to go to next, if they even change the pitcher this game.
So,
I received some harassment from the players. I'll go back to doing the play-by-play.
and he showed bunt there just for a second, but I highly doubt he's going to do that with no one on base.
So Lucherman up for the Ross Rams. And
He called timeout.
Tommy's going to call timeout, try to go out and talk to Colin Bonenkemper, calm him down a little bit, you know, after that home run. It's tough after you get your first home run. Most good pitchers will they want the ball right back, and then they just go right back and throw, and they just try to. Pitchers have the worst memory, right? They got to forget the pitch that they just threw up. So
definitely, they got to focus on what they need to do instead of what they have done.
exactly. So Lukerman
And that's a ball inside.
back in the box.
he bunts.
Lays
He
out
does
a
bunt.
So Colin, we
And
know,
he's
has
out.
great fielding ability as he plays
Yeah.
third base typically. Although now on the mound, so he's going to hustle and get that bunt and throw
And
it over there
I
to
think
first
what
base.
the Ross Rams are trying to do with that is the Braves had real trouble covering the bag when they're first out. They barely got it. Colin barely got the tag, and no one was actually on the base covering it. So I think they were trying to cause some confusion and take advantage of that space there that has opened up around the first base.
So Bossy takes that one for a strike. Colin cockbacks, and here he comes through with a shot, and that one's fouled off by the Rams. There's another ball. Colin throwing quite a few balls here. Just needs to relax.
Yeah.
Calm down a little bit. Just play catch, you know. Play catch with good old Tommy Zanders. He's probably not doing too much, Colin. Just letting Tommy throw. So inside strike there.
Yeah.
For the call, strike three. Looking could have been judged a ball by most people, but it's gonna go Indian Hills' way.
But then again, Peter, most people aren't umpires, so it's what counts.
The man in blue, that's the guy who counts.
Definitely.
In this case. So in the middle of the sixth, the score is Rams 7, Braves 5 after that 2-run homer in the last inning.
So we're going to see how long the Ross Rams pitcher lasts. We've already retired our first pitcher. We'll see how far he can go into this game. Maybe he can finish out.
He still seems to be throwing with quite a good amount of velocity. So,
Yeah.
definitely
He's
think
hung in there.
He could last a little while, at least another inning or two. Apparently, we've just been informed that his speed is increasing as the game goes on. Interesting. You don't
Very
see
interesting.
that too often. The only other pitcher I know of doing that is Randy Johnson. So this could mean trouble for the Braves as his speed is now 82 instead of only about high
79,
70s.
yeah.
So he's breaking 80 now, and that's bad news for the Braves. But great news for the Rams. The rest of his team's even gathered around him. Perhaps they're amazed by how fast he's throwing as well.
And so the Ross Rams have a little meeting at the mound, and they break away for their positions as Tommy steps into the batter's box and gets ready for his chance to get on base or what have you.
So TX steps in now for the Braves. TX likes that high heat, so
Yeah.
Wild Thing keeps throwing that, keeps throwing the heat up there. Unless Tommy gets the tomahawk chopped down, I don't think he's going to come away with a hit. That's a
And-
ball outside. Quite a fast pitch.
And it's 1-2 now.
That's a low strike there, but it's going to count. So here comes the off-speed pitch, hopefully. And it definitely was. You look at that curveball.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that had a wicked break on it, if you will. Definitely
That's a
the
very
dark
good pitch.
one,
Very good pitch.
as I would like to say. And the first batter up, and he's already sitting down.
And next up is Ty Snow.
So Wild Thing only getting better with time. In the bottom of the sixth. First pitch outside. Delivers with a second one, blows right past Ty
Wow.
Snow. And that one had some speed on it.
That was very close. I thought Ty Snow might have gotten a piece of that, but it was just a little too slow for that pitch. And that's high for a ball.
The curveball there, and a little high.
And
he's
Ty
gonna
Snow
dig
gets a
one
piece of that.
out of the dirt there, but right back to the pitcher, steps and throw. Sometimes that's the hardest throw to make as a pitcher, you know, on the mound, a little bit different angle, you know, you're throwing to, but he's going to get the easy out there. And there's 2 outs already in the bottom of the 6th. 2 batters up, 2 batters down. So Wild Thing is pitching quite well here, deep into the game.
And up to bat is Sean Madden. And that's a strike.
Keep him up there, Shay.
That was a little outside.
Yeah.
Count is 1-1. And the Braves looking to start something off this inning with their leadoff hitter now up. And average leader on the team. That was a strike. Wild Thing is just dominating as Sean Madden's looked at both the strikes he's seen so far in this count. Now he's really got to protect the plate here.
Yeah.
You're going to look for the breaking ball, which is breaking quite a bit. And that's another strikeout. So there were 2 strikeouts in that inning. 3 batters up, 3 batters down. What a great showing by Wild Thing.
And we've just heard that Wild Thing has hit 83 miles an hour on his pitches.
So speed's definitely increased as the game goes on.
And really the pitches have been better as they go on, too. He started out walking 3 batters in a row.
You got to wonder if he couldn't start the next game as well, you know?
Yeah.
Just pitching this way. But
I don't know about that.
I don't think we'll see him in the next game.
His arm might fall off if he does that.
So at the end of 6, the score is Rams 7,
Braves 5.
She never does it for me.
So maybe if one of our cameramen will get a shot of the fans, I tried to ask him so we get a shot of the fans sitting on the hill. That's the newest thing here at Indian Hill. Not only are there fans behind the plate, but there are fans on the hill as well, sit on the hillside down the third base line. I don't know if our cameraman can get a shot of that, but as you can see, there's a couple seniors there and a couple sophomores, maybe a couple juniors down there watching this game, and a couple parents. So that's a good viewing angle for this venue here today. The interesting thing is Indian Hill puts in this new field, but run out of money to put a full fence around the outfield, and that fence is quite short. So this is definitely a hitter's park.
Yeah, we saw that earlier. It can be an advantage or disadvantage. I mean, the ball that Colin hit where he got his double actually went underneath the plastic fence, and that wouldn't have happened if it hit the metal, because it wouldn't have had that much give on it, and he might have been able to get an extra base out of that. So it works both ways, and it is a short fence, so the ball takes hops over it, and
it's definitely
it's easy to get over.
It's short. I mean, it's not that long to left, so it's an easier park to hit home runs out of. So it's tough for pitchers here. And that one looks like a shot. Speaking of a home run, let's just say that one's going, and that one's gone as soon as it touched the bat.
Yeah.
So.
You didn't even have to see that. Just by hearing that, you could definitely tell that was gone.
So Dammy comes up with a home run, and how many home runs has it been for Ross today?
That has been 3.
So already 3 home runs.
There was a
7 short innings of play.
There's a
Danny with the home run there.
There was a solo in the first inning for Ross, and then Harry hit a 2-run homer to take the lead. And then there was another homer right now, and that's solo also.
So 2 of these home runs have come off relief pitching from Colin Bonenkemper, so having a little bit of a rough outing here for Indian Hill.
Oh, that's right. There have been 4 total. 4 total home runs. That's where it was.
Oh, there you go, 4. So there's a good pitch by
Yeah.
Colin Bonekemper.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And Harry's going to look that one into the glove.
And he's looking to take advantage of this.
As we said, definitely
This
a
situation.
great player here. Harry had a 2-run homer last time he was up, and he's one of the top catchers here. Probably the top catcher in the region, and definitely one of the top junior catchers in the nation. So great guy to watch. Should be fun to watch, the rest of the day.
Definitely.
He wanted that one too much.
And so that's fouled off of the bat.
And it just nails the catcher there,
Yeah.
That shakes you up a little bit behind the plate, but Tommy Zender's a tough kid and going to shake that one off. So Colin Bonekemper gets the
strikeout
big
on Harry.
To go after that one. And he comes out with a strikeout and the first out of this 7th inning.
Hit it where it's pitched, buddy.
And this is number 4, Talenda. And he's going to fly out to center field.
That one's going to be caught by Phil Madden, the center fielder, who gets underneath of that one with ease.
And we've got the pitcher up next for Ross Rams, Gunther, or Wild Thing.
He's been pitching incredibly well so far this day, and he definitely is the Wild Thing, and we'll see if he can't continue this winning effort into the 7th. As the Braves need to rally behind because they need the power of maybe the Anaheim Angels rally monkey, because they are down now 8-5.
And
So,
grand slam, they win it, Peter. So
hey, that's the way to go out. That's the way to go out in style. Although that did happen to the Braves the other day when they played Finneytown.
and good fielding by Matt Stolper to get the 3rd out of the inning and close it up.
So the only hope here for Indian Hill is about 4 runs or 3 runs to tie and send them into extra innings. But doubleheader's going to be long enough, so hopefully they can wrap it up after this half inning of play. And you got to wonder if the Braves, who's going to be the kids to come out and hits, because they definitely need them in this inning.
Yeah.
Hey, that's sorry he goes walking out there. He's got corn on his feet.
Good.
You guys know any backways into the stadium?
Are they charging?
Yeah, I'm not paying to see them across.
Just watch from the hill.
Go through the woods.
Chip, they'll see you climb over the fence.
I don't know if that fence is still
Yes, it
high
is.
there. It is?
It's high everywhere now.
Everywhere now?
It goes all the way around. They put new fence over there that's real high.
They didn't put it behind the visitor fence on there. You have to walk pretty far in the woods, though.
Yeah, you do. It's still high up there. Because we walked back this way from Watershed. We came from the creek up by
Is
the
it
marathon.
the new fence or old fence?
Old fence. The old fence over there.
Yeah.
So, Wild Thing looking to have another impressive inning here for the Rams, as he's going to wrap up a complete game, as it appears right now, and hopefully the complete game with the win.
And
He
unless
definitely is a Wild Thing.
Oh yeah.
He throws even harder as the game goes on. Not too expected.
Unless something drastic happens here, he's going to finish out this game and get the W for himself. If he can hold off. If he can hold off the Braves.
The pitcher was making some remarks. Couldn't understand what he said, but
Some obscene gestures too. I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
Fuller, maybe calling out the victory here. Hopefully the Braves can pull it out, but
Yeah.
who knows? Ross
So-
has played one heck of a game, and they are a good team.
And batting first for the Indian Hill Braves is Phil Madden.
So senior leadership and the captain now up for the Braves. As Wild
And-
Thing seems to lose a little bit of control there.
Yeah. Maybe tried to throw it a little too hard and lost it a bit. And there's a good hit to center.
That one's fallen, but no, it's caught by the center fielder. The center fielder is
Louis. That's a nickname the fans are giving him here today from Ross.
So that's a good catch, and one up, one down. And
Who made the nice long trip here
next up
from
is our
Ross to Indian Hill.
home run leader, Colin Bonakemper. He's already had 1 home run tonight. We'll see if he can't get another one here.
That could help his own cause, as he
Yeah.
has already let up 2 home runs today as a pitcher.
And that's a very good pitch there. It's
A
curving
lot of great movement on that
There's
ball.
a lot of break on that, yeah.
So the nice thing here is Ross is going to have a couple pitchers here in this next game because
Oh, yeah.
they only pitched 1 pitcher in the first,
Oh, yeah.
whereas Indian Hill has already thrown 2 different guys. And
But Indian Hill has plenty of pitchers to pick from. I mean,
I don't know. They've been playing quite a few games lately.
yeah,
and
they have.
They're trying to save their ace pitchers for CHL play, and I wonder who's going to pitch the next game. I have no idea.
I don't know.
So already 1 out, but the Braves still have hope here if they can rally and get some hits. Although I do not see the rally cap surprisingly down the bench, you know.
Mhm.
Usually when you got faith, you usually sport the rally cap, but I'm not seeing it. So
And Colin fouls one off to left past his own dugout.
Bonegem, we're going to protect the plate now. Really needs to get a hit here for Indian Hill.
And there's another foul ball into the parking lot, maybe. No, that's going to drop down. In the same general direction as the last one.
That pitch was 83 miles per hour, according to the fans behind us. So pitcher definitely pitching well here deep into the 7th. And as his arms loosened up throughout the game, he's pitching even faster than he was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Not something you see typically.
You would think like maybe if he stretched a little more, or he's got to find something to do so he can start out the games pitching like that.
So that's already 2 outs.
Colin with his second strikeout of the game.
Joe Warderman's going to step up, and this would be an incredible rally, an incredible comeback. I'm not counting it out now, but it's a long shot. But after seeing last night's game when the girls scored 4 goals
in 3 minutes,
57 seconds. No,
57 seconds.
57 seconds, 4 goals for the Indian Hill Lady Braves lacrosse last night. I believe anything can happen. But I don't know how many miracles you can see in 1 week.
Yeah. And that's another ball.
So Warderman takes that pitch, and that's a strike. The count is now 2-1. And the Braves are still down by 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Joe gets a tip of that one, and
so
it's 2-2. The Braves are down to their last strike as Joe does not come up with a hit here. That's a way to hang, if you will, as baseball terminology would say, as Joe Warderman still stays in it for the Braves and gives them another pitch that they can live for.
Here's the pitch, and he's got a base hit. No.
Right to the first baseman.
Right to the
That's
first
a ground
baseman.
out. Great game by Wild Thing. Only lets up 5 runs. The score is Ross Rams 8, Braves 5. A lot of home runs hit in this one, so made for a pretty interesting game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the first game, Ross is up by 1, and hopefully Indian Hill can even the series after this second game. And we're going to take a short break until that game starts. I'm Peter Carr.
And I'm Andrew Burgess.
We'll see you next time, or actually in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Vibrating. That's vibrating.